Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. We have already started here.
Eto'o! Goal! Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Norway didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? And once more he proves rigid and robust. Nesta cuts it out. De Bruyne threads one in. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, important interception. And he's managed to get rid. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gets his pass away. De Bruyne hits one! And he hits the net! Norway are back in business! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Now it's Neymar, and the cutback, and that's been well dealt with. Bruno Fernandes. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. De Bruyne. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's there to get it away. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. He's in space and looking for options. Seedorf did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Great leap! Goal! Inter! And they're back in front! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
It was fully deserved, he gave it everything he had.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And it's played forward. And it's Davis. Nice, now the finish!
Has been indicated.
Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Kimmich really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And that has been cleared. Now that's well seen too. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
So we're already into the second period.
Norway need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Defending of the desperate has a shot! What a sensational save from Ederson!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Thiago. Kessié. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he welcomes it in. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Neymar. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Eto'o. Oh, look at the space here. And he just whacks it away.
The attendance for this
Romero,
match was
defending his corner stubbornly,
71,550.
stood up very well to his man.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
And it's Davis. Neymar. Cleared without hesitation. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
De Ligt makes the interception. Bruno Fernandes. Norway perhaps contemplating their next change here. Caught offside that time. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mbappe. Haaland. Haaland! It's in! Norway are back in business.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, the big question now is whether...
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. De Jong. He'll try from distance. That's a fine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Desperate defending required here. Climbs up big. Eto'o! He's scored!
Listen, it's a massive contribution to help his team in front again, and his determination and stamina has enabled another late addition to typify his commitment from start to finish.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display, what a player.
Inter Milan take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's Kessié! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Out to the right. Eto'o. Hit into the middle. Cleared away.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Not the most accurate pass. And that's that. Norway probably deserved a share of this, but of course you don't always get what you deserve, and they're going to have to swallow a defeat. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Norway never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine what